Hello, Vanessa. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucor Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so pull out the popcorn. Let's watch this. Now, what I'm going to show you in this video really is how to get more customers online. I'm going to run through a few things that you can implement right now. And in addition to reviewing your website, I'm going to let you look at one of your competitors' websites and show you why they are beating you and what you can do to counteract that. Simple, right? First thing I do is look at your website. It is beautiful. And if I were a customer, I would want to land here because it has a lot of motion. It has a lot of design that is probably typical of what your design ethics are. And this backyard, somewhere over on the west side, no doubt. Maybe Culver City, or I don't know. This reminds me of so many backyards I've been in. Anyway, now the second thing I do after looking at your site is I have a paid tool called Ahrefs. And Ahrefs is a paid tool that gives me the metrics of your site, more or less. It tells me how it's been performing over the last couple months. Now, the next thing I do is I go to Google and do a regular old Google search, this time LA, California remodeling. The reason I do that is because Google is responsible for a lot of your traffic. I've heard estimates up to like 96%. If you don't know how Google works, and most people don't, then you're not able to take advantage of how they can help you. So what I'm going to show you now is how Google works by explaining the way that this search results page is laid out. Now, the first thing you're going to see at the top are sponsored, which is Google's way of saying they paid to be up here, which is a good strategy for some folks. Now, below that we have what we call the organic search results, and Southland Remodeling is your sort of Google competitor. They're the very first contractor in this list of contractors. Here is their website. Wow, it's kind of fuzzy. No, there we go. So I'm going to use them as your Google competitor. But first, before I go into that, I'm going to show you this. This is what we call the map pack. And getting here is as simple as filling out a Google business profile, which you should do. It is like any other online profile, a bunch of boxes for you to fill in. It's going to ask you what year you started your business. It's going to ask you what your daily hours are, and it's going to ask you to prove that you own the site. And if you fill that thing out thoroughly enough and just precisely enough, then they might reward you with being up here at the in the map pack, which is great because it's up near the top of a Google search. And that is what we're talking about, because being at the top of a Google search is much more profitable than being at the bottom. I'm going to go back up here to the very first. I'll show you. There's more organic results down here. But being number one is probably the best spot to show you the differences. Now, here is their site again. I'm going to show you that. It's nice. Nothing special. Here we go. Yours, much more movement. I'm going to do something really fast. I'm going to copy and paste your website into this word counter. You have 500 words on your home page. That's good. Now I'm going to do the same here. Copy and paste into the second word counter so you can see the difference. They have 961 words. Not a lot of difference, to be honest. 400 words is simple. But here's the deal. Google actually wants you to have 1,500 words. And the reason they want that is they have determined that is the least number of words necessary to actually inform and educate their customers about whatever it was that they did a Google search on. They expect you to educate their search customers. And whether that is something that happens in academia, like oceanography, or whether it's for a remodeler in LA, it doesn't matter. Google wants the sites to educate their customers. So they are looking for that. 1,500 words would be great, even more, because if this is the top listing and they have only 961, that'll be easy for you to beat all of your competitors in every single one of those cities, from Lancaster to Long Beach. Now, Next thing I'm going to show you is that all words are not the same at Google. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about keywords. Keywords are words that Google expects you to have on your website. It's what makes it so that when I, type into a search a remodeler in Los Angeles, I'm not taken to a dairy farm in Wisconsin. Keywords are words that are part of your industry. They appear on your site and your competitors' sites. They also can come from the communities around you, and they can also come from Google searches that are done that bring you and your competitors' websites up. Now, you have 75 and your competitor has 3,000. I'm going to show you what theirs are. Shower ceiling ideas, man cave garage ideas, two-car garage man cave ideas. Oh boy, maybe the next is going to be three car. No, kitchen remodeling contractor. A lot of these seem the same, but I have to tell you that the algorithm does not know our language. It does not know singulars and plurals. It does not know that remodeling is related to remodel, because the ing at the end makes it a whole different word for the algorithm. The algorithms are looking not just in English for this, they're looking in Polish, they're looking in Japanese. So they're constantly, they can't know our language. It's not practical for them to. So they're just looking for what they're looking for, which are little key phrases, more or less. Bathroom remodeling, Sherman Oaks. Home remodeling contractor, LA. Garage ideas for guys. That sort of thing. Now, this is just a smattering of their keywords. But here we go. The next thing is backlinks. Now, you have 36 backlinks on 16 domains. That's a really good ratio. And 16 domains is what I'm really going to focus on. A backlink is where your site, a link to your site, appears on someone else's site. So, for instance, Yelp. If you're on Yelp and you have a profile there and you put your website in, there's going to be a link back to your site. That's a backlink. Now, you're on 16 domains and your competitor is on 108. There's a little catching up to do there, but here are their backlinks. Yahoo, expertise.com. I don't know why they're on the Sun UK. That's the daily newspaper in London. MarthaStewart.com, Bob Vila, Family Handyman, the Daily Herald, Yellow Page City. I don't see Yellow Pages. I don't see Angie's List. I don't see Super Pages. All of those are good rated ones too. These numbers here refer to the domain rating, and that is the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning that, say, for instance, your backlink profile is 7. Now, these folks here, this is a scale of 0 to 100. These folks have 92 at Yahoo. And the reason is a lot of other sites have a link to the Yahoo. So the more links to a site, the greater the number. That's how that works. And you want to be on sites generally that have a higher number. 70s and above would be ideal, but there's going to be some local ones that you're going to want that are probably in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Who knows? But you don't have to do the ones way down at the bottom that are 0.5, that are part of a blog. No one cares. No one gets their remodelers or general contractors from those anyway. So now, why these are important, why Google wants you to have links to your site from other sites is this. Google wants to know that your site is actually worth going to. And they don't want to do the work to figure that out. They would just want to know what other people have already done. If other people have gone to the site, that is good enough for Google. They're going to send their search customers there also. So that's why Google wants you to have a whole bunch of backlinks. That proves that you are a legitimate site. So what this all comes down to is this. Your keywords and backlinks have given you 40 visitors last month. That's up 13 from the month before. Here's your competitor, 3,300. Now, this company does a lot of research into the regions and industries, and they figured the value of these visitors was about $155. Now, you don't have anything that is worth $155 probably that you could do for someone. So this is an estimate, of course, but For these folks over here, the value is $10,500. So that is a huge disparity. And that is just money left on the table because of their placement in a Google search. Right at the top. That is because they are here. People are lazy. They don't want to do a lot of clicking. So here's what I want to do. I want to show you Atlas Builder's development in a Google search. So let's start scrolling down. And what I want you to think about is your own Google behavior. How far down do you scroll to look for something that you want on a Google search before you say to yourself, you know what? I think I have scrolled far enough. I probably have what I need from here on up. So I'm just going to stop scrolling and use what I have already. Would you have already stopped scrolling to find your own site? So you see what I'm talking about? The sites that are above here are going to get a lot more traffic, And this is the crux of what I'm telling you today. So to summarize, one, Google Business Profile. That's right here, right? Going down in the map pack. There we go. Google Business Profile, more keywords, and more backlinks. Now, these are things that you can implement yourself right now. Now, we can also help you to make these changes with the goal of getting you a bunch of new customers. Now, Eric will be following up with you to get some feedback from you about the ideas that I discussed in this video. And I just want to thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day.